Hi, folks. My name's Lee Kelly, and I'm the managing editor here at CareerPro Global. I just want to take a minute today and speak to my fellow veterans and military service members. Here at CareerPro, we're about 90% of veteran workforce, so we're incredibly vet-centric. Over the last 40 years, we've assisted over 70,000 job seekers, and over 70% of them have been veterans or military personnel getting out. And so we get it. We speak the language. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been helping veterans for a very long time. And we have a personal connection to that because so many of us are veterans. But it could be tough. If you're getting out of the military, whether you're going federal government, private sector, contracting, it can be very challenging to translate what you did in uniform into language that they'll appreciate and understand. So I just wanted to share with you today a couple of tips and then tell you a little bit more about us and where you can contact us. Tip number one, you want to minimize that military terminology. Just because someone used a term or nomenclature in the military doesn't mean you're now under some regulation you have to use it. You can restate things, right? Soldiers can be personnel. The squadron can be a 200-member organization, right? Warfighters can be primary customers. It almost might sound or feel silly sometimes because you're so used to thinking of it and saying it that way, but trust me, if you're a civilian who's never spent any time in uniform, even terms like squadron, brigade, warfighter, it can just shut their brain down. Trust me, we know from experience. It's not reader friendly, okay? So feel free to paraphrase and state things in a way, in layman's terms, as they say, in a way that any of your friends or family who are civilians would clearly understand, all right? Next thing is acronyms. Of all the organizations on planet Earth, the military might love their acronyms more than anyone else, okay? Just because someone acronymized some big system, JSPERS, whatever, doesn't mean you have to do that in your resume. You can just break it down and say the primary system we use to plan global logistics. You don't need to drop a bunch of acronyms. Acronyms are like speed bumps to the reader. They just slow them down and make them go, what are we doing? So if you need an acronym, spell it out, put it in parentheses, you can use that. But it can be very, very non-reader friendly. One acronym I want to say is NCO. We all know what a non-commissioned officer, NCOIC, non-commissioned officer in charge. Trust me, most civilians just don't get that. So we never use NCO in a resume. You can break it down and, like I said, restate it. Team leader, manager, senior advisor, safety specialist, operate, right? There's a way to say it without just saying NCO. We get it, but they're not going to get it. All right. And then finally, make sure you don't just dump a bunch of billet descriptions and duty descriptions in your resume. Focus on what you really did. Look back at your evals, think hard, do some contemplation, and try for each position, give them your top 3, top 5 bullets, accomplishments, right? Specific actions and specific results. What did that change? How did that save time or money? How did that improve efficiency or help the team to do its mission better than it was before? Okay? So if you find yourself within 6 months of getting out of the military, probably they're calling you about some, transition assistance, stuff like that. Now would be the time to start getting your resume and your package together. So if you'd like to speak with us, again, we understand you because we are like you. Okay, we're over 90% veteran workforce. Please give us a call, 1-800-471-9201, or visit us online at CareerProPlus.com. We really appreciate your service and everything you've done, and we would love to have the opportunity to speak with you and help you.